All right, let's talk about something that pretty much all of us grapple with, sleep. Specifically, we're diving into the 6-hour sleep myth. It's that idea that we can just get by on less. But can we really? Let's find out.
So let's just ask the question straight up. Is 6 hours of sleep really enough? I mean, we all know someone, or maybe we are that someone, who says, "Oh, I'm fine on 6 hours." It feels like the ultimate productivity hack, right? But is it actually helping us, or is it silently hurting us? That's what we're here to unpack.
To get to the bottom of this, we've got to cut through all the noise, all the opinions and the hustle culture talk, and get right to the science. So what do the people who actually study this for a living have to say?
Well, the answer is pretty overwhelming, actually. The scientific consensus is crystal clear. Big organizations like the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, they all say the same thing. Most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep a night, not 6. That 7 to 9 hour window, that's the sweet spot for your brain and body to actually function at their best.
This brings us to a really crucial idea called sleep debt. Think of it like a financial debt, okay? Every time your body needs 8 hours, but you only give it 6, you've just created a 2-hour deficit. And that debt, it doesn't just disappear. It builds up night after night, and you start paying for it with your focus, your mood, and even your ability to fight off a simple cold.
Now, a lot of people think they can cheat the system with, high-quality sleep. But experts from Harvard make this incredibly important point. You cannot substitute quality for quantity. Your brain needs the full amount of time to run all of its essential cleaning and repair cycles. 6 hours just isn't enough time to get the job done.
But I can hear you asking, what about that one person I know who seems to be a superhero on less sleep? And yeah, it's true, there's a tiny, and I mean tiny fraction of the population that has a specific gene that allows them to thrive on less sleep. But for the vast majority of us, let's be honest, that's almost certainly not you or me. Statistically, trying to live on 6 hours is a recipe for problems.
So, since most of us didn't win that genetic lottery, what actually happens when that sleep debt keeps piling up night after night? The consequences are real, and they are not pretty.
In the short term, you'll feel it in ways you might not even realize are connected to sleep. That afternoon brain fog, making a bad call at work, forgetting someone's name right after they said it, feeling weirdly irritable or emotional, or, catching every single bug that goes around. Yep, all classic signs that you're not getting enough sleep.
Now, let this one really sink in, because it's a shocker. Research has shown that after just a couple of weeks of sleeping only 6 hours a night, your cognitive performance can be just as bad as if you had stayed awake for 2 full days straight. You might feel like you're functioning, but your brain is basically sleepwalking. And if you look at the long-term picture, it gets even more serious. Consistently missing out on that crucial sleep is linked to a higher risk of major health problems. We're talking about things like weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and even heart disease. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's about your fundamental health.
Okay, the science is one thing, but what does this actually look like in a real person's life? Let's shift from the theory to a real-world example.
So this is Pawan's story, and like so many of us, he was just getting by on 6 hours a night. He thought it was fine, but after a while, he realized his concentration was shot, and he was just in a bad mood all the time. So he made a conscious change to start getting 7 or more hours of sleep. And the result? It was totally transformative. The fatigue, the irritability, it all just vanished. And his performance shot way up.
Okay, so we've looked at the science, the scary consequences, and a real-life story. It's time to bring it all home and deliver the final verdict on this whole 6-hour sleep myth.
Let's just break it down. Myth versus reality. The myth is that 6 hours of sleep is a badge of honor. The reality? No, it just creates a harmful sleep debt. The myth is that great quality sleep can make up for less time. The reality is that the duration, the actual hours, is absolutely critical. And the myth that you feel fine and there are no consequences, that's completely blown away by the reality. Your brain is performing as if it's been awake for 48 hours, and you're raising your risk for serious diseases.
So here it is, the ultimate takeaway. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of sleep isn't a luxury. It's not being lazy. It is the absolute biological foundation for your health, for your happiness, and for your ability to show up and perform at your best. It's simply non-negotiable.
And that brings us to the final question. And this one's for you to think about. After seeing all this, it really just comes down to a choice. That extra hour you stay awake, whether it's for work or for scrolling on your phone, what is it really worth to you when you weigh it against everything you stand to gain from just one more hour of sleep?